Hola, ¿cómo estás everybody? How you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing great. Today we're going to be talking about a big problem here. What's the problem? What's the problem? You! It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We all have been problems in our lives. I have been a problem in my life. Other people have been a problem in their own lives. Everybody has some type of problem that they need to give attention to. As long as you're putting the effort and actively improving on yourself in these things that you have problems with, making progress is better than not taking any progress at all. Number one, identify the problem you have with yourself. Now, not a lot of people understand what the problem is with them. That is why you have to sit down and really think. The more you sit back, stop what you're doing, and actively think, the more the problems and everything will come to your head. You'll be able to figure out and be able to point out what is it that you always have a problem with. For me, I will have a problem with being disciplined. And I figured out hearing the word discipline, I didn't like that. So I had to go to a word that sounded more light, that sounded less harsh. Because if it sounded real harsh, I didn't want to go through it. I didn't want to do it. So I say instead of, oh, I have to be disciplined, I have to be devoted into wanting better for myself. Saying, oh, I have to be disciplined so I can have more for myself sounds very harsh. When I say, oh, I'm very devoted to myself, that sounds way better than saying, oh, I have to be disciplined. Sounds like a chore, right? So for me to be more consistent with things, I have to manipulate the wording that I would be using to trick my mind to actually go forth with it and not be scared. So me having trouble with consistency is because of, for me, I had to see the ways on what's making me not be consistent. Is it because I'm not making time even though I could be making time? I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I don't like how I feel. I don't like how it feels overwhelming. Okay, why it feels overwhelming? Okay, let's create a routine. Let's create a structure. Even though when there be days like, oh my gosh, I really don't feel like doing this. Another pointer, which is another point, do it in whatever mood that you're in. You feel sad, do it sad. You feel mad, do it mad. You feel upset, do it upset. You feel happy, do it happy. Every time, don't matter what emotion you are feeling, you know consistency is going to take over temporary feelings. And you have to understand that the feelings that you may feel right now is not going to be forever in your whole entire life. So might as well get up and do it anyway and just let time go by while I'm actively working on myself. While actively having this emotion I'm feeling fade away as time goes by. Doing stuff in whatever mood you're in will take you farther than being sad for 5 months when you could have done it sad for 5 months, and then that within them 5 months took you way farther than being sad and just sitting there for 5 months and doing nothing with your life. So just like, oh, I'm sad, go work out being sad. You know what the good side is? You worked out. Now you will have something that you will be happy about, that will give you a little smile on your face, that may turn that frown into a smile. When you know you're in these type of situations and being emotional and the negative emotions that you're feeling and stuff like that, just do it anyway. Doing it anyway is going to take you farther than not doing it at all. If you don't do nothing, that means equals zero progress. You're not making any, your process is going very, very slow. It's not even going at all. So therefore, you don't even have a starting point. When you don't have a starting point, when you don't have an origin of where something is coming from or where it's starting off from, you can't go nowhere. Just like if you don't know where the stairs is, you're not going to be able to take a step or take those steps to get to your destination, to get to home. Whatever, like whatever you're going, somewhere you're going to have to take steps. But if you don't know where the stairs are, you cannot start walking up to where you're trying to go. If you don't know where you need to work on heavily, even if it is minor, like good, you won't be taking the steps that you need in order to get to that place that you're trying to get to or want to be. Do it in whatever mood that you're in. Understand you don't have to be perfect, but you have to be in a good condition. Everybody's not perfect at everything in this world, okay? I'm not perfect at everything, but a dang on show is improving on these things that I'm not perfect at. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes improvement. You never want to be at a point stagnant. Like in life, if everything was so perfect, they would have no next goal to go after in life. So if they were so perfect to begin with, they have nothing to look forward to because they have nothing else to grow because they're so perfect at everything. But that's why everybody's not perfect. That's not a bad thing. You not being perfect is not a bad thing. You have more things that you can improve on, more things to experience in life than fixating on people that you see on Instagram and you think they're just so perfect and they have everything together. And some people may have it together, but the only way they had it together was they had to identify what they weren't good at, then figure out where it was coming from, why it continued to happen. Then they found a solution. Okay, I'm gonna do this and see how this makes me feel. Does this make me more consistent, or does this make me have a pullback heavy? Does it make me have an extreme pullback when I try to attempt it doing it this way? Okay, if not, I'm gonna continue. If so, if it does, then I'm gonna try something new. They kept going and trying, but they never gave up. But they always, because they never gave up, they always improved. Just like how somebody is like, oh my gosh, don't give up, because that one last try that you were saying that was your one last try to stop could have been one step closer to the final finale, the prize that you've been wanting, the prize that you've been trying to get for so long, but because you gave up, you had one more step and you didn't take it because you gave up. But for the people that don't give up, they always improve, they always level up, and they always get a great reward coming from it. People that create wealth, people that you look up to, that have inspiration. I'ma say inspo. Don't let them be your idol, because God don't like that. Having them as your idol, no. Having them as a inspiration, yes. When you have people around you and they're all better than you, it makes you want to be better in general. It makes you want to be better at whatever stage you are in life. It makes you want to be, because they're already good at it. So you're just like, hey, I gotta take that next step too. Because when you're around great people and around people that push themselves, you will push yourself too. Just like how all your friends got something that you want and they have it. It is a sign and a reminder that you can have it too. You just have to put the effort and energy into it. But if you give up, you can't get there. So it makes you take another step and take another step and keep walking up. If you do not become aware of what the problems are within you, then you will become a walking red flag. And then you will wonder, why do people say I have so many issues? Why are so many issues coming up? If you do not become aware and acknowledge and take action towards these things that are giving you conflict, you are walking red flag. Walking red flags don't go too far. While you are, flipping the problem to a solution, which is easy, it takes time, but for sure, progress is being made. So therefore, you have to take one thing at a time, maybe, or two things at a time. Two things I'll probably say, depending on how much you can juggle at the same time. For me, it's one or two. Figure out how much you can handle without feeling overwhelmed. Maybe you have to focus on one thing for the week and then focus on the other thing for the weekend. But at least you're still being dedicated and have devotion to fixing yourself, giving you the time that you actually need to improve and become that it girl and become and conquer. I hope you guys loved today's video. I know it's kind of short, but I'm back and I miss y'all. I miss y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe to your piggy, your mother, your sister, your auntie, your cousin, your dog, your fish, your cat, your cow, everybody about me. And I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye.